Set up. Let's go.
Do it.
Cheers, Dave, to yet another Saturday in wild-ass America.
Yeah.
Welcome to the shit show. It is October, so it's
October fuck.
time to drink.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the Orange Men Podcast. Dave and Clint here with you on Saturday. I like to say Friday, but it is a Saturday.
Yes.
We're back to discuss the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, as we see it, as we say it, whether you like it or not. I just want to say that I am a MAGA extremist, and I'm damn proud of it.
We're probably on a list somewhere.
I doubt we are, but I mean, we're on the YouTube ban list, I can tell you that. But other than that,
You never know.
not getting a ton of play. But here we are. So,
Correct.
what's kind of been first and foremost on my mind
Yes.
is what is the debacle in the Senate. So I wanted to pick your brain a little bit about it.
The debacle in the Senate?
I'm sorry, the debacle. Well,
The House?
Senate's already fucked. I'm talking about the House of Representatives.
Right.
Let me just say,
Oh! What's up? Oh, well, hold on. Welcome back. How are you? It's been about a month. Welcome back.
4 weeks exactly.
You're in and you're out. You're down in Baltimore. I'm just sitting at home twiddling my thumbs waiting for it. I tell you one thing. It was a hell of a lot easier when you lived a couple of houses down.
Yeah, for sure.
We could crank them out
No problem.
Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, whatever it may be, Tuesday night. We can go live even on sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe we'll do that today.
Now it's
We got all night.
now it's an effort on my part, more or less.
It's a struggle for you. I get it.
It's not a struggle.
No, it's tough.
I have to prioritize my time to make the podcast.
It's a long ride to the bunker.
Yeah, but you're sprucing it up. We're slowly getting
Yeah.
there. I like the right angle behind us. I can't tell if that's a corner or if it's just
That's for
the way you spliced it together. At least in the camera.
It's a 90 or a 45,
All right,
however you want to look at it.
So getting with the House,
So as
Yes,
far as
there's a lot of
Kevin
a lot
McCarthy
of
goes,
drama going on.
yeah. Well, he made the fucking deal. He made his fucking bed, so now he's laying in it. So
Well, we discussed this when, back, it's been almost a year that the guy's been. No, I'm sorry, January, right? So
200 some days, I think.
yeah, when we knew
Almost a year.
when we knew we won the House, pretty much everybody on the maggot side, as the libs try to like to call us.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't want Kevin McCarthy to begin with because of all the nonsense that he's been pushing with the Ukraine and getting behind some of the other things that aren't really on the agenda of what our side is. I mean, the dude's a California he's probably a Democrat that's
in sheep's clothing. He's
ran as a Republican because he's everybody in California is like, well, he's a Republican, so let's vote for him because he's our guy. When
he's part of the swamp.
he's moderate, maybe more Democrat than
He's part of the swamp.
more conservative. And yes, he's part of the swamp because he's been there forever.
And if anybody thinks that Donald Trump is going to be the Speaker of the House, you're a moron.
No,
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Maybe the Freedom Caucus would love to have him in there, but no one else.
there's not enough people.
There's not enough people. And the problem is, now they're going after these 20. Well, or these 8, they're saying, but there's 20 something in the Freedom Caucus, right?
Mm-hmm.
they're going after them as they're the ultra right wing super MAGA extremists.
Right.
But honestly, they're the only ones that, to me, you got corruption, and then you got the 20 who aren't corrupt.
Right.
So every time I see somebody attacking guys like Trump and the Freedom Caucus and the so-called hateful eight, it makes me wonder, why are you attacking these people so bad? There's only 8 of them. And you know what? God bless them for stirring up the fucking house.
Well,
Because you guys are fucking corrupt too, and all you guys need to be fucking gone. There's 20 people in the whole United States Congress, Senate, and the House that are fucking care about this country.
I mean, there's a couple more in the Senate. It's
I don't know. I haven't seen them.
Well, I mean,
you got Rand Paul and
he's a libertarian, independent kind of guy.
Well, I'll take him at this point.
No, I know. But there's like Eric Schmidt from Missouri, Josh Hawley from Missouri. You got obviously in the House. Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of there's guys. They're just not as adamant, or you don't really see their. They're behind the scenes. Like I think Eli Crane, who's he's from Utah. I think he's one of the guys that's in the Freedom Caucus.
That's a cool name.
He's he's an ex-Navy SEAL. He has Bottle Breacher is his company, so they do like cool ass bottle openers and stuff like that with 50 caliber bullets.
Bottle Breacher.
But
that's a good idea.
So what's going to happen? What
well,
you got to get a hold of some 50 caliber. Well, you're making these cool ass tables. There you go. You can use other people's.
Well, pretty soon I'm going to start hanging them around here. So.
Yeah. So
get them on the air.
The issue is you have the 20. If you start pushing and smashing, throwing, the like the Democrats do, throwing out the nonsense, the names, the name calling, the ultra MAGA right extremists, blah blah blah.
Keep it up.
People, not only that, but people are not going to want to be the next round of people that are running on the same kind of principles aren't going to want to do that. So what we're a little bit older, but if you think back to the Tea Party, when not the Boston Tea Party, but the Tea Party that was trying to, Tea Party 2.0 that was trying to rise up during Obama's, I think, second term, when they wanted to get the House and the Senate, he crushed them all. Obama did. He had the DOJ and the IRS go after all of them, those people.
Yep.
And Dan Bongino was one of those guys who was running.
Shame on me for not paying attention.
But they were doing the same thing then in the name calling and weaponizing the DOJ and or other entities, 3-letter agencies. But people forget that because it was so long ago. But then when it's a cycle. It's the same things, just done years later. Or I mean, we're 8 years later.
Yeah,
and a lot of those guys got fucking blown out because they were called extremists and right-wing crazies at the time, and all they wanted was the same thing that the
American people want.
Yeah, and what
these people ain't out on a fringe somewhere.
No, it's
these people want freedom. They want the Second Amendment.
They're regular
for the Constitution.
People.
Yeah, they're. I mean, if you say there's two genders, you're a right-wing extremist.
Right.
If you say there's if you believe in the Second Amendment, you're a right-wing extremist.
Right.
You believe in the Constitution as it is written.
You believe in the American flag.
You're a right-wing extremist. It's insane.
But even like the people that are moderately Donald Trump supporters, they don't maybe like everything that he did, but they like, or the way he acts, but they like the policies and stuff like that. So now you're telling all those people that aren't even that political. They just were like, I like what he's saying. I like the agendas. I like that I had more money in my pocket. I like that. You know what I mean? Who are like
stuff that makes common sense.
The people that aren't on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, they're just people that don't even have, they just live their lives and they watch the news and they go, well, yeah, I don't like what he's saying here or the way he presents himself, but I like the policies. And yes, we need to have a strong, secure border. And yes, we need to have law and order. That makes me an extremist and crazy. And now, hey, did
racist,
you're at the church and it's like,
and a homophobe.
Oh, those people who supported Trump, but they don't look like extremists. I know, but they behind closed doors, they're having
rallies and
it was the same.
wearing hoods on their heads.
I had
right?
when they ousted what's it called, McCarthy last week. The news was on ABC, and the nightly news with David Muir was on, and
David Muir.
Joe had
Horseman Muir.
Yeah, Joe had a little fucking thing during the day, and he was calling out, the right wing extremist, and they're extremists, and they're out in the streets, and I'm like, where are they? Who's causing where's this chaos? What am I missing? So what they're gonna do, what he's playing and planting the seeds is kind of what you just said, is like, or what you were saying about even the Freedom Caucus people, is when something does happen, or they make something happen, or they manufacture something to happen. Oh, we told you. We told you they were crazy. We told you they were extremists. Never mind what's already been going on in the inner cities and all that other stuff. Now we're gonna bring these new people. Like nothing. If we were as extreme as they say, you would know it. You know what I mean? There'd be people in the streets not pillaging Lululemon stores and the liquor stores and the Foot Lockers and all these other places.
That's what the other side's doing.
I'm not picking out sides.
am.
I'm not calling people out. I'm just saying we'd be in front of the courthouses, the state houses, the IRS buildings.
Right.
That's where we would be.
Protesting peacefully.
Yes. Not pillaging and looting stores because.
But the divide in this country is
manufactured.
Well, yeah, but it's insurmountable. I think. I don't think that. I mean, look, you have everybody just calling Donald Trump the biggest piece of garbage, the next Hitler, blah blah blah, any name in the book.
Yeah.
But how bad is your guy if your guy's losing to him?
Right.
What's that say about you and your guy and what you believe in? Don't tell me the majority of the people want Joe Biden and his policies.
No,
it's bullshit. And then don't tell everybody that Donald Trump's this worst piece of shit. He's the scum of the earth, but he's beating the crap out of your guy. You need to be concerned about that, and they are.
Well, I think
I think that speaks volumes.
Yeah. I think what's actually going on is like people are starting. I mean, we've known it. The people on the right, even probably some independents and moderate Democrats that aren't the fucking progressive crazies.
Right.
Even the inner cities, they're seeing what's going on and they're going, well, you know what? Everything we've been told, they were lying about for 4 years and the last 3 years. Now they're trying to, they're trumping up all these charges. And I mean, the Supreme Court, they just, I think it was earlier this week, which probably nobody noticed because there's all this other bullshit going on. But they said that you can't, like, it's unconstitutional for you to take them off of the ballot with like the 14th Amendment or whatever they were trying to do. So
yeah, it's not going to happen. They're not going to take them off the ballot.
Well, they can't, but they were trying. That was one of their plays, was like, well, if he gets this or that, that's what they're trying to do. So then we would have to vote for the next other guy. And
well, you got to wonder why the attacks are just so deep and relentless. And to me, it just shows not the hypocrisy, but it shows just how much Donald Trump, just how much damage he did to them. And that's the other thing. All these Democrat politicians.
If you weren't worried, you wouldn't give a fuck what he was doing.
Right. These Democrat politicians, all of them, and the media included, attack us as people.
Right.
They don't attack other politicians. They go after us, the base.
Yeah.
They're calling us ultra MAGA, and we should be brainwashed, or we're brainwashed. We're a cult. We need to be deprogrammed.
Yeah, Hitler.
It's all a bunch of fucking bullshit.
But if you say it enough times, people will start to believe it.
But Donald Trump never attacked the people.
Right.
He's only attacked politicians, the Department of Justice, the corrupt business. The corrupt business. He's gone after the corrupt. He's gone after the swamp, not the people.
Right.
He's doing the work of the people for the people.
Right.
And I don't understand why people don't.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, I think they do see it.
It's not like he's calling out.
He's not calling out.
Like he calls out the squad. You know what I mean? And no, the people like of that, the right, the super
Right.
far right
He's
or
calling
super
out
far left.
He's calling out the people in power.
But you never see
But
him
they're
go.
not super far left
But
anymore.
you never see him go, well, those people over there in that city, they're a bunch of deplorable degenerates.
No, he
because
never
they're
does
looting
that.
and robbing.
He never does that.
He's never has, which he could. He could have as the president, but that's not because that's not his character. Like you said, he's calling out the people that are actually the problem people. Like, Mayor Kenny, for example. Like, dude, your city's a shithole.
Yeah.
It's not because of the people. It's because of you.
And your policies.
Are making the people be allowed to do whatever they want. So you change it, and they'll change it.
Well, they also put people in a position to where they think it's okay to do what they're doing.
Correct.
And they
Well, they think they can get away with it.
Right. Well, when they looted those stores, they some of the responses were, oh well, we got to eat. Got to eat. 100-inch television. You got to eat. Why ain't you looting a supermarket if you got to eat? It's a joke. I'm tired of it. You know what? And I'm just not going to go into Philly anymore. And if everybody, all those people that live in Philly that keep voting these now I'm to the point where I look at the way these
Sixers
cities
are trying
run.
the Sixers are trying to do a big thing, and it's like, well, come stay, play, and eat. And it's like, well, who the fuck wants to go to a game and then walk around and get robbed, mugged, or fucking killed?
Yeah, no way. No way.
Yeah.
I don't know. You keep your city the way you want to keep it, but I don't think these people living in this city are voting for these people. I think the elections are rigged, man.
Yeah,
there's no way. Everybody I talk to who lives in the city does not condone this behavior. They're like, I don't understand what's going on. But if they are voting for them, then I feel bad for you, but you're getting what you asked for, man. You're getting what you deserve.
I think here's my problem with a lot of these cities, whether it be like, I think what's going on is that I just, because I said this to a coworker, like just using Philly as an example, but because I watched the mayor debates and stuff like that, but I think because there's like one Republican running, I just don't think that there's anybody that's willing to put any money into actually running a campaign, because I don't think that they feel that they even have a chance to win. So why bother? Even if you have sounding great ideas, you're a Republican. So their chances are you getting voted for are probably very slim. So why would somebody pour, whatever it costs for a mayor, like millions of dollars probably just in ads and stuff like that? Why would you take that? Even if you love the city as much as you do, and you go, all right, well, I got this, the FOP, this brand, I got these people all backing me. I got the unions. Yeah, but you know what? It may not matter even if you're a Republican, because nobody's voting that way. Like Rendell was a Republican, but he ran as a what?
I don't know. What did he run as?
He ran as a Democrat because he was more Republican in his policies.
He was a Democrat.
I know, but he was more of a Republican
He was a
style.
conservative. He was a Kennedy Democrat.
Yeah, he was more of a but he knew that he couldn't run as like a Republican style,
Right.
So he had to be a Democrat. And then he won this, the governorship because of what he did in Philly. I just don't think that to really change the city, you're going to have to start within like the district attorneys and the police chiefs. And
well, they got too much money. They're Soros backed. There's no one who's going to put up enough money to beat them.
No, I agree. Like I don't know.
That's what it's about now. It's about money.
But even getting back to the House stuff, I think like you saw McCarthy, like he's like, well, I just may resign from my House seat because. So now that you got ousted as you don't have the power, now you're just going to give up your seat because...
What did he do with his power? Joe Biden.
Yeah,
he didn't do shit.
Giving them Ukraine... when he first got in, he
talked a good game.
But because he had to do what he had to do in the beginning.
But that's what all politicians do. They talk a good game, they get in there, and they don't do shit. You know why? Because they're all fucking corrupt.
Correct. Like even Feinstein finally died. That's it. Finally, she's 90. She finally died. She voted one day. She died the next. Like, that's what we're doing. We have people that are like Mitch McConnell, like all of them.
No.
I'm not saying, listen, there should be, I'm not even saying, like, I like Trump. He's with it. So I don't want to go, well, you shouldn't have any.
But how about the replacement? I mean,
she checks all the boxes. She's black. She's a woman. She's a lesbian. And she lives in Maryland. So she's not even from California. But here you go.
I don't know. What happened to people? Well, there's no more qualifications. It doesn't matter. It's all.
Well, she also was
it's
running
all DEI.
She was running the presidential, she
For
was
those of you in real into it's diversity, equity, and inclusion.
right. She was running the what's it called?
What are they going to do?
She was running the pack for Kamala Harris, so she got her favor paid back. Like,
What are they going to do
we'll help you out.
in 100 years from now when there's no more races?
I don't know.
When we're all the same because we've all been having sex with each other. When everybody looks the same, what are they going to do?
I don't know.
Where's the identity politics then?
They'll make something else up.
The 11-toed people?
Hopefully this country's still around in 100 years.
I doubt it. It'll be here, but not the way we know it.
Well, I know it'll be here.
It'll be
not
the land will be here, but so anyway, I'm all for shaking up the House. All these Republicans crying, we had all these bills. You didn't have fucking shit because everything you put forward is going to get fucking smashed in the Senate anyway.
Right.
Unless you do what Joe Biden wants you to do. And I'm not, listen, the government should have been shut down.
Right.
I'm not interested in giving them what they want. I'm not interested. What they want is destruction for this country, and I'm not interested in giving it to them. I'm not interested in giving them money for fucking Ukraine.
Right.
That problem needs to be solved, and it needs to be solved now. And throwing money at it, like they do with everything else, has never worked and never will work. And where's that money coming from? Us. And where's that money going?
To them.
To who? Right. Who's them?
I don't know.
Nobody knows where it's fucking going.
Well, that was the funny. Like we're keeping
Ukraine that they're corrupt as anybody else.
We're keeping their politicians, firefighters, and military running, but yet if the government shuts
defending
down here,
their border.
But see, yeah, exactly. So that's what was like. Well, if the they try to play like the hearts and minds of like, well, if the government shuts down, you're not gonna have your Medicaid, your food stamps, blah blah, like this stuff. And yeah, I feel bad for that.
I don't.
But maybe we should stop sending the money there. And I feel like
shut it down.
We do this, and like we've been doing this is our 3rd year now. We've been doing it since 2020. So you know what I mean. So we've done this shutdown either like in the middle before the summer, and then the end of the year. There's always a threat of a shutdown, and it always comes, and then they sign. Who the fuck can read 5,000 pages of these bills?
In 8 hours.
Yeah. And then go, we'll just sign it and you'll figure it out. And what people fail to realize is that back in, 2018, Chuck Schumer didn't sign the bills and they shut down the government for 35 days because they didn't get what they wanted. And you know what else was funny? Just the other day, what were they doing? Oh, they were, what's it when they stall in the House? They were
filibustering.
Oh yeah, that's what they were doing. The Democrats were filibustering, but they want to get rid of the filibuster. But we can't have that. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah. we need it. When it works for us,
right?
We need it. When the Republicans want to filibuster, it's like, well, we got to get rid of this. There's no reason to have that.
God.
And it's such a line of like you can't forget this stuff that has happened before. Like I said, it's just a replay of the same shit over and over and over. It's just there's so much stuff going on that we forget what happened 6 months ago, and it's like, wait.
Yeah. Here, look at this shiny metal.
Didn't this happen already? Yeah, 6 months ago it happened, or last year, or this has happened 3 times already.
Stupido.
I think what they're worried about is definitely more people like the Freedom Caucus people gaining more steam, or people of that. The younger people, they don't want people within their 30s, 40s, and maybe even their 50s that are new, fresh in these states coming in. And that's really what they're afraid of, because kind of like with Nancy with the squad and AOC and them, like when AOC wanted a little more power, she's like, hold on there, young buck.
Right.
We'll let you do what we allow you to do. You're not going to come in here and start peeking around and figuring out what we got going on over here behind these doors yet.
Yeah.
We got to make sure you're cool and you're going to be around for 30 years.
Just do what you say, prove your worth, and we'll let you in.
Yes.
That's all it's about.
So
Bunch
when
of
you
fucking
start
bullshit.
bucking up against it, that's when they're like, hold on.
Yeah.
Like Madison Cawthorn, hold on. We're going to get rid of him, which the GOP did behind McCarthy and McConnell. They got rid of him because he was like, I don't want to play your games.
Right.
Whether he was legit behind, doing what he was doing.
Well, listen, anybody they're attacking,
I agree with you.
I think those are the people you want to follow.
It's like we said before, if Hillary and those kind of people are backing you, I'm going the other way.
I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm out.
I if she starts backing Donald Trump, then I might be like,
something's going on.
Yeah. Until then, I can't fall in line with what they want to do.
Nah, right now Trump's the only guy who can potentially save us. But I don't know. They've done a great job demonizing and vilifying. And like I've said 100 times, when you convince people that you're fighting the devil, then you can lie, cheat, and steal because it has to be done because you got to fight the devil.
Well, that's what they did in 2020.
And that's what they're going to continue to do now.
People were justifying it.
And they're going to continue to do it in the future. So I don't know even if Donald Trump gets in there, which I doubt he will because they're going to all the elections are rigged.
I think part of it is that I think they need to come up with another candidate because the Democrat, I don't know who. Yeah.
They're not. No, they don't know.
The
reason why they want Joe Biden is
I
because
know.
he's a fucking puppet and he'll do exactly what they tell him.
Oh, yeah.
They don't want.
I know.
That's why they don't want Kennedy in there. That's why they won't have a debate with him because he ain't going to fucking be a fucking pawn. And he'll clean all that shit out. But they're not going to let him get nowhere near it.
I know.
I'm just telling everybody out there, the two guys in the camera watching.
I heard we're a big hit in England.
The two.
Keep it up. Keep it up, my British friends. Hit the links down below. Come on. Do it.
Orange Men out.
Thank
So long, gay boys.